Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we are here again with Mr. Deepak Aggarwal, and he has been working in AMD. So last time we recorded a video on ASIC design flow, and which has got a tremendous response from all of you guys. So this time we're looking forward to record a discussion on scripting languages. Is it necessary? Since we have got various response regarding record different topics, so this time this topic has been given by you guys only. So we have decided the topic like scripting languages necessary for job in VLSI. So let us start the discussion with Mr. Deepak. So hi Deepak, how are you doing?
Yeah, hi Jashan. Thank you for inviting me again. Yeah, so as Jashan told, today's topic is scripting languages. How scripting languages are necessary for VLSI industry and what significant part it plays in while performing your daily job activities. So let's start from that. So first of all, let's understand what is the difference between scripting language and programming language. As you all aware of the programming languages C, C++, and in VLSI industries are Verilog, System Verilog. These all are programming languages. Programming languages needs compilation, then it gets interpreted. But scripting languages doesn't need any compilation. It is directly interpreted. Any program, let's say if we are writing any program in C++, it will be first compiled before execution. But the programs written in Python or JavaScript, they are directly interpreted. There is no need of compilation. So what is the difference between interpreter and compiler? If you guys try to understand, compiler just like scans the whole program at once and converts it into machine code. Okay, but what interpreter does? Interpreters converts the program into machine code one line at a time. So let's say we are writing some program with some C language. So we have given whole the code at once, and compiler will understand whole code at once and convert into machine code. Whereas in Python, what it will do, it will convert line by line and interprets it accordingly. Okay, hope you understand the difference between both. So today's topic, we will be focusing only on the scripting language part. Yeah. So why do we need scripting languages in VLSI industry? So many of the flows, VLSI design, verification projects, all are based on Linux. Front-end RTL test bench, code compilation, simulation flows, these all gets automated. Let's say we have one sequence of flows, like first we want to run 100 of test cases on one RTL. So we won't want one person to run one by one each time. We want that process to be automatic. So we can simply write one PERL script or Python script which can handle those scenarios. Okay. And if we want to do some connectivity checks in one big report, we want to extract some particular information. Let's say it has static power and dynamic power, but it is not adding both the powers and giving us. So what we will do, we can simply write one PERL code which will add those powers and create one separate column as total power and give us total power for all the blocks. So in that way, it helps in reducing repetitive work and doing the things automatic. Okay. Hope you guys understood why we need scripting languages in VLSI. So there are various use cases: front end, back end, in synthesis, in PNR, in power measurement. At each field, scripting languages are so much necessary. Yeah, please go to next slide. Yeah. So these are the some of popular scripting languages what we generally use: bash scripting, PERL scripting, tickle scripting. There are some awk commands, sed commands, which are part of PERL also, which we can directly give in terminals. So these are some commands. Then Python, everybody knows. So it is most used scripting language nowadays. VLSI, we generally don't use this that much. We generally use PERL and tickle mode. So these are the some of the application areas. These programming languages are like automation. Automation, as I already discussed, we want to automate the flow. Then networking, web development, and CGI is common gate interface, which is used for interlinking the HTTPs with the external database, and for text processing and then managing the database. Yeah, so PERL is practical extraction and reporting language. It is the most used language in VLSI industry. It is general purpose language. It is high level interpreted and dynamic programmable. It is closer to other programming language like C, C++. That's why it is easy to learn also. It is a loosely typed language. There is no specific data types and something like which we have in C or other languages. So it is very easy to learn. Somebody who has worked on any of the language, one day he can learn this language easily. If we see some examples of the PERL, let's say where we use it and how it looks like. We want to give us you guys a feel like how this language looks like. That's why we have taken these some basic examples. You can explore more examples on the web. Let's see one example. We have given, like, if we want to give any variable, then we give dollar and a. So we want to name one variable a, we will use the variable as dollar a. Okay. So we have assigned dollar a as 10, then dollar b as 4, then dollar c as true, and dollar d as false. So we can use in this arithmetic operators, relational operator, and logical operators, bitwise AND operator, all the things we can use with the PERL. So as we have done it, if dollar a equal to b, print equal to operator is true. Okay. If you see the output, first of all, we have done arithmetic operator where print addition is dollar a plus dollar b, and dollar a assigned as 10 and dollar b as 4. So our addition is 14. And then if you see relational operator, if a is equal to b, a equal to b is true or false, it is false. Then if we are getting print equal to operator is false, it will go in both if loops. First go to if loop, if a is equal to b, then it find out it is not correct, then it will go to else loop and print equal to operator is false. Okay. Then if you see this logical operator and result is dollar a and dollar b. So if you just do the ANDing of 10 and 4, it will comes out as the 4. Similarly, if you do bitwise AND operator, you will get bitwise AND also 0. If you see using assignment operator, what is the assignment operator? We were instead of writing dollar a is equal to dollar a plus dollar b, we can write in short way dollar a plus equal to dollar v. So it means that dollar a is equal to dollar a plus dollar v, and hence we will get addition assignment operator is equal to 14. Jashan, you have any doubt, like if we see from audience point of view?
I am getting everything whatever you're saying, so you just continue, please.
Yeah, next slide then. Yeah, so this we have taken on second example. Here we have shown how it is used for the strings. We have given a variable dollar name is equal to Alex, integer scalar dollar roll number is equal to 30, floating point scalar dollar percentage equal to 87.65. In the hexadecimal form also we can give. So we have given that also. Dollar hexadec is equal to OXCD. Alphanumeric string also we can use. Some words are alphabets and some words numerals. So GFG21 we have given. To display the result, we can use simply this command. Print name is equal to dollar name. So it will print Alex. Print roll number, it will print roll number. Print percentage, it will print percentage. Print hexadecimal form, it will print hexadecimal, alphanumeric and special string. So one thing you notice, we need not to find any type of database for any type of variables. We can simply give name and we can store whatever we want. That's why it is a loosely typed language and very easy to learn, and it helps a lot while doing automation and text processing. There are so many operators which we have in PERL. Then it has arrays, strings, hashes. We can have classes also, just like we have in C and other languages, we have classes here also. So mainly use of PERL in VLSI is for regarding file handling. We want to open one file, we want to read that file, then we want to edit that file and append in the file and write again. So these kind of operation is very much used in VLSI using PERL. Okay. Now if we go to Tickle is tool command language. Like we have so many types of tools in our VLSI industry. Synopsys has some sets of tools, then Cadence has subsets of tools, then other vendors also has their tools. So to make everything uniform, to make everything user friendly, they have come up with the one language for all the tools that is called Tickle, tool command language. So the same language can be used in all the tools, and it is very much needed skill set for every VLSI engineer. It is an open source, so that's why it is very easy to use and it can be used without any limit in all the applications. Primitive data type of Tickle is string, and there is no need of declaring anything in Tickle. We can simply give the values. So if you see one example, set my variable 18. So we need not to declare my variable, then assign the value 18 to my variable. If we just do puts my variable, it will give outputs at 18. Okay. Similarly, we can simply do all the type of arithmetic operation also directly. You just need to use expr. So if you see second example, let's set my variable 18. So my variable value is 18. Now if you do puts, put is similar to print. Okay, whatever we want to print, we have kept them in the bracket as per my variable plus 6 plus 9. So 18 plus 6 plus 9, it comes out to be 33. So it will print output as 33. As you are seeing, it is very easy. There is no need of declaring anything. We can simply write it as we are writing in our notebook. Okay. Yeah. So some more example. If you try to understand this example, what it is telling, set A is 10. Now we are checking $A is equal to 1. If this expression is true, then it will print 20. Otherwise, it will print 30. Okay. So if you see $A is 10, it is not 1. So that's why if you see value B is 30. Okay. So in the second part, there $A is equal to 10. That is true. So value of B is 20. Okay. So if you see, these are very easy to write. Okay. Yeah. Next slide. Okay. Let's see this example. So this is like real life VLSI example where we use tickle language. Okay. Let's say we have one design, and we want to find all the nets present in design which are having length more than 200 micron. So for each in collection net, get flat net star. So get flat net star, what it will do? It will get all the nets of the design and store them in one array. In one array or collection, we can tell collection. It star means it will work for all whole module. Okay. So we have written set dr length as get attribute get net dr length. So what it will do, it will take the net and find out the length of that net. Okay. And we have set that length name as dr underscore len. Okay. Now next we are checking that dr length is greater than 200 micron or not. But by mistake they have 300 here. So then it will check if dr length is greater than 200. Then it will go to this line as echo get object name net dr length. So what was stored in dr length was the length of that net, and what is the net name that we are taking from the get object name. Echo means whatever code gets, it will print that in the report. So it will take one net, find the length of the net, and then check the length of the net. If it is more than 200, then it will print all those in this report nets underscore dr length dot rpt. Understood? So there is one more example. Like we want to find all the ports with the direction as input. Okay. So what we have done here, name the file as set output file open ports in tickle w. So w means we are opening the file for writing. Okay. So what is the file name? File name is open ports in dot tickle, and we are writing that file name as O file. Just for using in whole code, we are telling that as a O file, and we are opening that file for writing. This much, this one line significance. Okay. Then set ports. Then for each in collection port, get ports filter direction in. So same thing what we did last time. Get ports filter direction in. What it will do? It will find out all the ports of the design which is having direction as in. Okay, and store them in one collection. And then puts means printing. Print in the out file the get object name get ports port. So we will print the port name in that out file one by one. So whatever ports we have taken which have direction in, that was our intention with this small 4-line code. Let's see now BAS. BAS is acronym for born against shell. So it is like command line interpreter. It runs in a text window where user can interpret commands to carry out various actions. So it's like you guys might have used Linux. So whatever we write in the Linux shell, those commands cd, pwd, those all are BAS commands only. And when we try to combine these many commands, some commands and write in one script, then it is called as shell script. Okay. It is used in Apple OS also, and in Windows 10 you can use that. Basically, all of the Linux commands are the BAS commands only. So what is a shell? Unix shell is a program or command that line interpret the user command. So whatever we give the command, it interprets. It is a one kind of interpreter. Okay. We can write the command directly, just like cd, but cd will do change directory. It will go to that directory. Or we can have one script. In that script, we will write cd, then we will write cp. So many commands we can write in one script and store that script also. So we can do in both ways. There are some different types of shells, bourne shell, C shell, corn shell, GNU bourne shell. So they are so many types of cells. Yeah. So let's see one example. This is one very basic script, echo hello world. Echo means we want to print the hello world as the output. Line 1 represent hash. It means the bash cell location. Where is the interpreter lies? It is present in bin bash. Line 2 represent the commented line. So whenever any line start with the hash, it means this is a commented line. Tool doesn't need to interpret it. Okay. Line 3 represent the echo command to print the output. So echo hello world, what it will do, whatever is there in the inverted commas, it will print that as the output. So these cells doesn't have any arithmetic operation, but we can use awk or expr command to use some arithmetic operation also. So like just like this example, we want to do addition of two numbers. So we can use expr 2 plus 2. Then echo the total value well, tool will generate the total value as 4. So here we are using one external program which is called expr. Okay, we can similarly use awk also. But as we saw, like for bash scripting, we use some awk operation. So awk also is very handy for doing some substitution, some replacement, some kind of tuning in the report. That it is very useful, and for debugging purposes, so it is very useful. Unlike most other programming language, it is a data-driven language. Okay, it takes the input data, transform it, and send the result to standard output. It is very easy. What awk do? It scans line by line, split each input into the fields, compares each input field to pattern, and perform action on the match line. It is very simple. Let's see one example. You will understand better. Okay, let's see. We have one text file, employee.txt, which is having this content. It has name of the some employees: Ajay, Sunil, Varun, Amit, Tarun, and then we have all the positions like this is guy manager, and then his salary. Now we want to display the complete content. We can just do awk print employee.txt. We will get output as the whole content in the our screen. Yeah, let's say we want to just print the lines which are matching with particular pattern. So what will be the syntax? Awk, then we will keep in this inverted lines as manager, then print employee.txt. So it will match wherever it will find manager, it will print only these lines. So if you see the example now, manager was there in first line, third line, and fourth line. So it will just print those 3 lines and it will not print anything else. Okay, so if you see how easy it is for extracting the data, manipulating data, it is very useful. Yeah. Similarly to awk, there is one more utility which is set. These are also commands which use in Unix. It is helpful in finding the complex pattern matching and all those things which usually we will take so much time. Yeah, this is the syntax: set option script input file. Okay, so consider this example. Let's say we have one file, geek file.txt. We have one input file. Okay. Now let's say we want to replace all the occurrence of the pattern in the line. So what we can simply do, set, then we are using variable as s. We want to replace all Unix with the Linux, and G stands for it needs to do in all the instances. So in geek file.txt, wherever Unix is there, it will replace with the Linux. So if you see, we have example as Unix is great US, but here if you see output is Linux is great US. Did you get it? Like let's say we want to replace only first instance, then we should not use G at the last. If we want to use only first line, then we can do it in only first line also. So there are various, but just by changing the command, we can do everything. So let's see one more example. Let's say we want to parenthesize first character of each word. Okay, echo welcome to the geek stuff. So this was the line welcome to the geek stuff. Then we are using this command here, sad s for substitute, ba to z. Now we are saving that name in this bracket, and that bracket whatever we are saving, it will be saved by the variable /1. Okay, and then in the /1 outside we have brackets. But it will give the output all the words, first words, it will replace with the word with the bracket. So if you see the output, instead of welcome to the geek stuff, it is welcome with the brackets for the first word. So not first word, first letter actually. Welcome to the Gigstep. If you see for each word, first letter is parenthesized with this code. Okay. For understanding how this actually working, you need to do some exercise and you need to go through some of the code in the internet. You will understand it. We want to just give the overview. So now if we see Python is a widely used general purpose language. It is highly programmable language. It has so many libraries to do so many support. It has various uses cases in machine learning, big data, back programming, desktop applications. So we can just do complete set a one regression flow, and we will just give the input and we can just get final output. We can set every flow using Python. Okay. We can set all the associate test bench environment structure using Python. We can develop all the test cases. We can handle different type of CSV files with the Python. Okay, we can take input as spreadsheet and write on the spreadsheet, which is very difficult in using normal Linux command, but with the Python it is very easy. Okay, let's see first example. Here we are comparing the two languages, Python and Perl, how we can do the same operations with the Python as well as Perl. Okay, let's say we want to, so in Python, we are using simply input, enter the first number, input, enter the second number, then adding the numbers using sum is equal to float n1, float n2, then it will just simply print the result. But in Perl, if you see, we need to do the variable else with the dollar. There is first difference is we need to give the variable name with the dollar. Then we need to specify specifically standard input like this in the Perl. There is no need of doing that in Python. For addition, we need to make one subroutine, and we need to write the subroutine and like $A is equal to $_0, $B is equal to $_1. It will take our two inputs, then it will give sum, then we need to print it, which is very easy in Python. We need not to do these many things. We just need to write simply sum is equal to float n1 plus float n2. But there is one difference. In Perl, we need not to define if it is a float or anything. Okay, we can simply write, it will automatically understand. That is the benefit of Perl. Okay, each language has its pros and cons. Okay, let's see one more example. Okay, here we are comparing Python with C++. Let's say we want to write a code. Let's say we want to initialize a is equal to 1 upon one condition. Else we want to assign it to 0. So in Python it is very simple. A is equal to 1. If 20 is greater than 10, else is equal to 0. Then we can simply print the value of a is string a. Whereas in C++, first we need to include the header files. So we, as you already have done, has include stdioh, coni.h. There are various header files in C and C++. So this is one header file which we need to include before writing anything. Okay. Then we need to write what we are using. So we are using some standard thing. This is also part of header thing only. Then for starting the code, we need to start with the int, then main, then a is equal to 20 greater than 10. Then we need to use ternary operator. You already know this ternary operator with question mark 1 and 0. Then we need to print the value. For printing the value of a, this is the syntax. So there are like various languages which we use for scripting. Python is like more strongest language. You need to give sufficient time to understand it. So we just try to give one overview. Hope you like it. So these are some of the reference sites link. You can go through these to understand various languages in detail. Hope you like it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Deepak. Thank you so much.
Yeah, if you have any doubts, you can ask us in comments.
Right. So Deepak has given a very tremendous introduction to all the scripting languages. So hope you will be learning these languages to crack your interviews. So these scripting language sources I will be adding in the description box, so you can learn and you can check out these links. And so if you get any doubts regarding these languages or any other doubts regarding your career, you can approach to me through email or you can comment in the comment section. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Deepak.
Thank you, Jashan. Thank you, Jashan. Yeah.